Now, it is with great dismay, disgust, and disdain I find myself before you this evening, but for my hubris, I have been enslaved and ensorcelled by powers far beyond your ken, and forced to deliver their vile portents. I see I've lost a few of you with the larger words, so allow me to sink to your level. Some big nasty things want me to tell you some stuff, so listen up, because it's for your own good. This first message comes to you from your Civil Transport Authority, specifically the Brotherhood of the Bus. Buses are those big things with lots of people inside them that stop and let them off. Are we still all caught up? That wasn't rhetorical.
Yes.
Thank you. The Brotherhood would like to point out that there is to be a fare increase on the Midwich to Innsmouth service. From now on, a single trip will set you back one shrubbery, carved into a non-Euclidean shape, whilst a return journey will cost one enchanted sapling taken forcefully from your local dryad. Now this bit is in bold, underlined, all caps, and writhing. A bonsai tree is not an acceptable replacement for a shrubbery or a sapling. If you try to pay for a bus trip with a bonsai tree, you will be found and you will be punished! So you've been warned. Next up, a royal announcement from the Prince of Solitude. The Prince would like to point out that this week's unseen hunt has been cancelled. Unfortunately, the Prince, who is of course a cat, has lost his favourite meat slave. He will, however, be holding a memorial service and barbecue that you are all invited to attend. Now, the barbecue is smart casual, BYOB, and dogs, especially guide dogs, are not welcome. Let me see. Yes, here we are. The College of Lexmancers would like to let you know that you've been using words wrong again. Much like abracadabra, avada kedavra, or relua fatagan cthulhu. Brexit is a word of arcane power. This means it is a word unto itself. In other words, Brexit means Brexit. If you try and understand Brexit, you will go incredibly mad. Just look at the examples you've got so far. There was the flaxen-haired angel rejoiced by the masses. As you know him, the Johnson. We all know how that turned out. The little mole man Gove, he scurried off beneath the earth, now weeping in front of an effigy of the sainted George. The only one of those lot who's managed to keep any of his sense is the drunken buffoon Farage. And he had precious little sense to take away. So, follow the leader, our Miss May, and simply Brexit, as in a verb. Do not understand it, just Brexit. Anyone caught talking about, criticising, or thinking of Brexit will be punished by transportation to your nearest prison town, which, hang on, I've got a map here. From here, that would be, here. A quick survey for the Department of Subtle Machinations. Who in here has not yet been replaced by an incredibly lifelike doppelganger? Hands up. Okay, all right. So there's been some misunderstanding, because there shouldn't be anyone. If you have ever walked past a mirror, like this, caught sight of yourself out the corner of your eye, and said, oh, is that really me? Then you have not been replaced by a doppelganger. So, we'll try again, shall we? A show of hands for anyone who's not been replaced. You can take the van back now. Okay, Ow! Fuck! Shit!
you stop that, I'll tell them!
Sorry, it seems I missed one of the announcements from the Civil Transport Authority. This one from the cabal of parking contraventions. The cabal has noticed that their wardens in the field are not being shown the proper respect. And as you all know, the divine right of traffic wardens is incontrovertible. If you wish to make a challenge to one of the wardens, please do it through the proper channels. That is, find 6 Gibraltarian god geese, slit their throats, drain their blood, draw the 7 sigils of Shub-Niggurath, and open the way. Once the way is open, you will hear the screeching of strings, strange piping noises, and other sounds that your, frankly, tiny minds will mistake for music. This is because you've been placed on hold. Once you get through to the warden with whom you wish to speak, state your case clearly, succinctly, and quickly, alongside a time and place for the traditional trial by combat. If that all sounds like a bit of a faff, just pay the fucking fine. No one needs all of their fingers anyway. Oh, sorry. I have to get this. Yeah? On the first page? Ah, okay. Do we have a Charles in? Charles from a hole? From hole? Charles from hole. Charles from hole. I know you're in here. They don't make mistakes. Charles from hole. Can someone rat out Charles from hole? Charles from hole! Charles. Charles. The powers that should not be noticed. They noticed your unlicensed use of magic earlier. It's not okay. There are procedures, there are rules, there are red lines that cannot be crossed. So tomorrow morning, you are to report the minister for unnecessarily tedious red lines that will never be compromised on, never at all, never ever ever, and that would be Theresa May. Back to the business at hand. Yes, because of literally everything that's been going on over the past 3 years, the Department of Work and Pensions will now be rebranded as the Department of Famine. Following this change, their first act will be to scrap the old Fit for Work scheme and institute a new one. So, everyone who finds themselves out of work for reasons completely beyond their own control will be forced to go to their local derelict and empty vegetable aisle, meet a representative from the department, and be shown the effigy of the emaciated cow. They will then be asked to lift this effigy. Those who can lift it above their heads will be sent straight to a bus and off to the farm, where they will work providing food for the rest of us. Those who cannot will be sent to a bus to the farm. The Department of Famine would like to point out that we will have a steady supply of meat within the next 12 months. And I will be going vegetarian. Finally, a message from our sponsor. Knock knock.
Who's that?
Pepsi.
Pepsi who?
Pepsi will murder your family in front of you. Pepsi will then rip out your throat. Pepsi will then follow you to hell, all the way, screaming, kicking, in excruciating pain, laughing all the while at your eternal torment. This message brought to you by the Coca-Cola Company. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Delegate!